All right, neighbors and niggas, good morning. It is I, Kay. I know I don't say my name in every video, but I am Kay, K-A-I. I'm sorry. I live in a neighborhood for the first time in my life. I used to live in just, you could call it a compound, basically. It was almost my entire family just lived on one block. And we moved last year, so I'm still getting used to neighbors and people that I don't know. I'm so sorry. But anyway, ooh, child. Anyway, good morning. I know this video gonna come in the afternoon or the evening, but it's morning for me. I just want to say before I get into all of this, thank you so much to my 71 subscribers. It is not much, but you know, inching towards my goal of 100 by Christmas, you know, slowly but surely, it can happen. I was too ambitious at first. My first goal was 100 by my birthday, which was May 25th. And I'm like, I told my mama, I'm not going to get 100 by my birthday. She was like, yes, you can. Because, you know, my mama, she's a champion for everything, you know, K. So she's like, you can do it. You can do it. And I'm like, girl, no, it's just not going to happen. So it's 100 by December 25th. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Let me scoot up. Hold on, y'all. My bad. I'm trying to get to work and there's a car driving absolutely insane for no reason on this lovely Saturday morning. So I had to do some maneuver, some defensive driving, as the girls call it. But anyway, I know y'all can't hear me. I know the sound is messing up because when I only have my back windows down, it really helps with my sound. I'm doing a lot here. I'm giving you too much. It's 2 minutes in already. But I just want to say thank you to my subscribers. Thank y'all for sticking with me. You know, thank you for commenting, those of you that comment and all of that and give me encouragement and love. Thank you so much. I'm a little behind on those comments and stuff, but that's mostly because, oh, and you gonna turn way back yonder, so you were in a rush to go to the gas station, child. Anyway, speaking of, I need to scooch over there, but yeah. Thank y'all and all of that. So anyway, this is Queen Sugar. All right, y'all, I ran out of time. my memory, I've been forgetting to delete my old stuff. So anyway, here I am. We start off with Nova. She's on the escalator. She's riding, you know, down the escalator. And I'm like, she's in the airport. And then it dawns on me, oh yeah, she called Dubois last week. So we see her getting on, you know, getting ready to go to the little area where you find your ride or whatever, you know, outside the airport. And you see Dubois holding up a sign that says Queen. I feel like it's a little corny. I do, personally. Now, I have had a couple folks in my life, a couple niggas call me Queen. Like, that's like what he calls me. Queen. Just all the time. And it was nice to hear, you know, but it didn't feel fake coming from him. Dubois, he does not seem to be down enough to call anybody Queen, you know. He gives me Angelo Dubois over on Empire. He gives me, you know, political white Republican tease. It just didn't seem genuine to me, but whatever. We swoop, and let me tell you, I got so pissed for just a moment, and it was unjustified, but I did. We swoop, we see Charley. She's got this towel, you know, turban wrapped around her head, and I turned to my mama and I said, Mama, if Charley take this towel off her head and the hair comes out bone straight under that turban, I'ma fight. Now, I thought for just a moment that I was in Tylicia's land. I thought, you know, this was the haves and the have-nots, and she was gonna take the turban off and the hair was just gonna be stick straight laying across her shoulders and things. And I said, Mama, if it happens, I'm going off. And my mom was like, no, girl, you know, remember where you are. And I said, all right, I'm gonna give it some faith and some trust. She took the turban off. I had my eyes on it. I was like, you know, what's finna go down? She took the turban off and the hair was on a loose curl. And I said, look at my God. Look at him and what he can do. Yeah, hit me, please. Hit me right now, today, because I'm already in pain. We can milk this and get a good check, niggas. Anyway, yeah. So I told my mother, and my mother said, calm down, just watch, just wait. You know, we have more faith in Ava and her team than we do in, you know, Tylisha and whoever over there giving him, you know, just the amen that he can do all these things. But anyway, so she took it off. It was a curl. I said, all right, I can get with that. I can deal with that. We can do this. And, you know, I'm thinking, okay, she's going to blow it out and go on about her business. She left it alone. I said, look at God giving us just a natural wave. She's coming into herself this time. Because Charley, I don't think she's ever been able to come into herself. Now, this is probably going to be a long review because I'm going to have to, you know, pontificate. I'm going to have to, you know, give it to you. Because I ain't been able to give you energy and strength these last couple reviews. Okay, wow, his titties literally, wow. Listen, there's a man walking down the street. He's got to be 35, 40. His pants are sagging well below, in just mid-thigh. His whole box of drawers is out. And then when you loop around to the front, his titties are literally, and I'm not exaggerating on this day, his titties are the same size as mine and the same density. They're just sitting there, you know, kind of perky. And I'm like, if he can walk around outside with no shirt on and basically no pants on, so can I. Why is his titties out acceptable when they look just like mine? I don't understand. But we're going to talk about that at another time. Anyway, so Charley said, oh, they having a sale. That is so nice. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm distracted today, boots. Sales everywhere. Look at God. Charley sits down across from Micah, and he act like he ain't never seen, and he may have never seen his mama's natural hair just up there on his head, on her head. And he says, you know, it looks nice, but he looks very unaccustomed to having this situation go down. Unbi, you know, she's over there. She has had it. You know, she's sick of the kids. She's sitting over, ain't picking up. She done ran off somewhere, and all of this. And Hollywood goes back to, because this is what gets on my nerves about Hollywood. Like, he's a great man. We love him down, boots, all of that. I'm gonna have to let these windows down. I'm sorry. We love him, you know, to death. But he gets on my nerves going back and forth. Every week is, you ain't them kids, mama, they grown, let them do what they gonna do. And then the next week, well, you know, you the matriarch of the family, you need to lead by example. Come on to Ernest's burial service and you know, be there for him. Okay, they doing the most out here on these streets. Wow. Anyway, Hollywood gets on my nerves going back and forth. He go back and forth more than Violet does. Violet has it set in her mind to go ahead and just be the matriarch. So that's just her mode. She's already mama, you know, we just gonna come together, we gonna do these things and this and the other. Hollywood keep flipping back and forth and getting on my nerves, probably getting on her nerves too. You ain't they mama, they grown, da-da-da-da-da. And then, you know, they need you. Call them all over to the house, let's have dinner. Like, stop this, Hollywood. Cut this out. You need to go back to work, because you on my nerves. Get back on that rig somewhere. Anywho. Remy pops in. I don't even remember what he was talking about because he get on my nerves. You know, he was talking to Charley about something, but I don't remember what it was. And he just had a stank attitude, and it really just got on my nerves. Blue, he's sitting over there trying to figure out now, why is I'm having dinner with either just you or just mommy? What's tea here? What's going on? What's this about? And they sit him down and they like, you know, I think this is just with Ralph Angel. He sits across from the table and says, well, you had dinner, you know, the other day with your mama. And Blue was like, yeah, I did. Okay, cool. But that was just with mama. That wasn't with you and mama. So what's tea? You know, y'all broke up or what? Let me know. And Blue, Ralph Angel's like, you know, she's just busy. She got things she doing. And Blue was like, all right, did I do something? Now, let me know if I'm being punished now. Y'all can't be punishing me and not telling me if I'm being punished. And Ralph Angel's like, no, you ain't do nothing. We cool. We straight. And Blue's like, all right, cool, whatever. Davis is over there having dinner with Tamar Judith. And I don't know. I love Margot Bingham. I've already told y'all, when I saw her, I knew who she was immediately. I loved her. She's a great actress. You know, she's gorgeous, all of that. But I don't want to see Davis with nobody. I don't want to see, they're trying to give him like a duality. They're trying to give him his character depth, but I don't need that, you know? So they having dinner, and Tamar Judith is over there giving, you know, I think that you're an actual gentleman, and, you know, I'm not going by what the blogs say, this, that, and the other. And Tamar Judith had a hairstyle very much like mine, and that dress she had on, that off-the-shoulder blue, that was fire. I was like, go ahead, Tay. Anyway, excuse me, Darla asks Charley if they okay. You know, is everything all right? And I'm sitting here like, how many days has it been? Maybe it's fresh, but it seems like this has been a couple days now. And you ask him, but all right. She says, is everything all right? And Charley says, no, everything ain't all right. And I'm sitting here like, why are y'all putting all this pressure on Darla? Like, what? You know, she says she's upset. Charley says she's upset that Darla didn't tell her what was going on as far as the farm and Ralph Angel. And I'm just like, y'all spent all this time icing Darla out, telling her, you know, she ain't family, and let the girls do what they gonna do, and this, that, and the other. And then when this pop up, everybody wants Darla's opinion. Everybody want to be mad at it. It's like, girl, are y'all mad at Hollywood? Hollywood knew too? Y'all ain't throwing fever and shade at Hollywood. Y'all ain't throwing fever and shade at our vibe. Why you putting all this? I mean, honestly, like, I go back and forth with Darla, but I like her, you know, and it's just not needed. This girl ain't strong. You can look at her and tell, you know, say two good words, she gonna crack. Anyway, Nova and Dubois go to a party, and I just, why? Dubois knows Nova. He's read her works. He's a fan, this, that, and the other. You already know what kind of girl Nova is and what kind of things she will and will not put up with. Why you bring her to this party? This is what I mean when I say I just don't see it for him. I don't trust him. He's going to continue to put Nova in situations that compromise her being, you know, that make her uncomfortable and make her have to fight all the time. And that's not a good relationship. That's my mom and daddy, you know. Come on now, get on across this road. If my mom and daddy were to be together today, they would be in compromising positions that make each other uncomfortable, and it just wouldn't be a good relationship. I know that. They don't know that. They just think they hate each other. But honestly, the reason they're not together is because they make each other uncomfortable. They're like, they loved each other and all of that, but they did not have a sense of comfort in the relationship. Don't ask me how I know, because I was like a year old when they divorced, and I don't remember them being together, but I know them individually, and I know what's tea. Why is the light green? But we stopped. Anyway, so we see Micah and Kiki, and I'm starting to think Kiki had got fired from the show, and we just don't talk about it from now on. Like, give this little chocolate girl a job now. We need to see chocolate girls on TV. Bring Kiki back. So they brought her back, and it's Kiki and Micah and one of Kiki's friends, and they walking around, and you know, they see the police over there, and Micah's having, you know, some moments, and I'm sitting here like, Micah, you still acting a fool over these police officers that didn't do nothing to you? Like, girl, you know, that's how I'm looking. I'm just like, so you just gonna, I hate driving. I can't wait till I'm independently wealthy and can hire a chauffeur to have road rage for me. So you know, some of Micah's friends pop in, they white, and I'm nervous because he like, this is my girlfriend Kiki, and you know, white people, they always, you know, Kiki when they hear some ghetto stuff, and white people seem to think that ghetto things are names like Kiki, and you know, I don't know, I can't think of no names that white people would be like, oh, that's just hood, that's ghetto. I hate it so much. Anyway, but they was cool. They was like, oh, this the Kiki. All right, cool. What's up, Kiki? Y'all want to go do something? And Michael, he shook by the police, so he's like, no, we gonna sit right here. We ain't going nowhere until I get comfortable. So anyway, we swoop over to, I guess we at the High Yellow, and the farmers are pissed. And it's like, is y'all stupid or is y'all dumb? Now, I have my grandfather and my great-grandfather, not related. My grandmother's husband, who married in, and my grandmother's father are country niggas. They grew up around the country, this, that, and the other. So I kind of have a feel for this type of nigga. But my country niggas are not stupid. These farmers, I thought Remy was really just exaggerating. I got to give him just a little piece of props for this. I thought he was exaggerating with how these farmers gonna feel in this. But they really stupid. They sitting here like, what if, you know, because they read her piece in the magazine. That's what Remy came to say earlier, I guess. They read what she said in the magazine and they ain't like it. And so what if you decide to close up shop and we just don't have nowhere to grind our cane and this, that, and the other? And I said, y'all don't know how business works. If Charley becomes disinterested in running the mill, guess what she's going to do? She's going to hire someone to come in and run the mill. She's not going to close the mill, niggas. She's going to hire somebody else to sit around and do the dirty work for her. Y'all you done jumped off into, you know, another, you know, mindset thinking she about to just close up. I can't be bothered. Let me get in this space here. Yeah. All right. I'm in, tucked in, nice and comfortable. But it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't see it for these farmers. Everybody giving Charley all this hell and not having any faith in her is annoying. Let me see. And then Charley goes into, you know, when I was a young child. She just keeps saying the same thing over and over, just giving you a little more depth every time. And she's going into, I, you know, started coming down here when I was 4 years old. And, you know, I'm Ernest's other daughter, and I ain't fit in nowhere, and this, that, and the other. And the girls, you know, they're touched by it, and then Denton comes through with a prayer. So then Darla and Ralph Angel, we're swooping, swoop with me. Darla and Ralph Angel sit down, and they're talking to Blue, and they're giving, you know, mommy is sick. And I'm like, that's a smooth way to put it. My family would have been like, your mama a crackhead. But, you know, that's just my family, I guess. And they're giving, you know, in order for mommy not to continue to be sick, she has to have a schedule, a strict schedule. And that's why she can't be around as much. She's working. And Blue was like, all right, fine, girl, whatever. Can we go, do something right now? You booked right now or what? And then Darla makes mention of her 2-year soberversary ceremony or whatever. And Ralph Angel's like, oh, that's tomorrow? Cool. Anyway, Micah calls his daddy. He's like, hey, daddy, what's going on? I'm going to take Kiki over to the house, blah, blah, blah. Now, my parents would have been like, no, you're not. You're 16 and you taking your boyfriend or your girlfriend over to the house. Probably not. No, it's a negative. I'm not there right now. Because David said I'm not there. I wasn't paying too much attention. I think he said he's doing something else other than, eating with Tamar. But he said, I'm not there right now. But yeah, y'all going on and have a good time. And I'm sitting here like, he just turned 16 the other day. My mama wouldn't have had it. But whatever. So we have this white people dinner with Dubois, and, all these people are being ignorant and extra. And the man that was fighting with Nova brings up, his views and how skewed they are. And then he brings Dubois into it. And it's like, Dubois know what I'm talking about. He been, right there with me. And Dubois is like, I've seen the light. And I'm like, I don't think you have. I just don't think so. Well, whatever. And then we swoop back over to Micah and Kiki and the girls. And they walking down the street. Now, this is what I don't understand, but that's just in my personality. When I'm walking past some storefronts and some window fronts, I'm going to peek in there, see what's going on. Hey, what y'all got on sale? What y'all eating in there? All of that. So Micah just walking by. He ain't looking. I'm like, you don't see this big high yellow thumb with a beard sitting in this window, but whatever. So Kiki sees Davis and is like, ain't that your daddy right there? Micah looks in the window. It's his daddy. And I'm like, Davis, you don't see your big forehead, high yellow son looking through this window at you. When I see something high yellow walk by the window, I look because it may be one of my cousins and them. I'd be like, no, I don't know her. That kind of thing. But anyway, so Michael walks into the establishment and is giving, you're a liar. You're a lying, cheating, son of a gun. Michael really got into, all of his, 90s girl group R&B. He just, was giving, what I need from you is understanding, all of that. He just couldn't be bothered. He was trying to figure out who can he run to, to fill this empty space. All of that. And so he going off, reading the girls. And his daddy like, who you think you talking to? What's going on? Like, who the F do you think I am? Beyonce. And Micah's giving, I know who you is. I know what y'all told me to do. I know how y'all trained me, to we in public, be respectful, be this, that, and the other. But you're still a liar. You lied to me about an hour ago. And Tamar's sitting over there like, I got low self-esteem, so I'm going to stick with this nigga. She looked like she had low self-esteem. Her head was down the whole time. I'm like, what's wrong with her? Let's get into her. I don't care about Davis. Let's talk to her. What's up? Anyway, so Micah storms off and goes on about his day, I guess. Now, after Denton done got through with this prayer and all the farmers leave, Violet done fell out. And I'm sitting here like, Lord Jesus, Violet, somebody catch her now? Yeah, they must not be ushers at the church because they let this woman hit the whole floor. And I'm like, anybody with a church background would called her, right? But just, had their hands out and capture her, make sure they had her wig. You got to have her back, the back of her head and her wig. Make sure it stays on the head. But they didn't do that. They let the girl, fall out. And they're like, Lord Jesus, let's get you to the doctor, the hospital. And Violet's like, child, I'm going to be all right. And this is when I knew that Violet knows that she's sick. Violet knows that she has something going on. I hope it's something simple that we can deal with, but I don't think it is. Because if it was like, oh, girl, yeah, I done got the diabetes or something, Violet would have let the girls know. But I feel like she's got cancer or something. Something. Because she knew not to go to the doctor because she already knew what was wrong with her. I really got that vibe in my spirit. I can't wait to watch the other YouTubers and see what they, say about it. But I knew that she knew something was wrong with her. I need to be in the building. Anyway, Nova's upset with Dubois, much like myself. And she, packs up and leaves again. We had Darla's sobriety event and, Ralph Angel pops in. Charley pops in with flowers and everything. She's just, she's connected to Darla. I really like that because Darla needs it. And they give her certificate or whatever. And then Darla's sobriety, mentor, sponsor. Her sponsor tells Ralph Angel, look, nigga, you either gonna, well, she didn't say that because she white. You either gonna be there and be supportive or you're not. Then just don't be in her life. You can't go back and forth. We're not gonna do all that. And Ralph Angel feels it in the shondo. Ralph Angel tells Charley her hair looks nice and says, I need to talk to you about some issues with the farm. And I'm sitting here like, no, you don't. No, you don't, because you acted a plumb nigga fool. You don't need You don't need no help. You're going to do this all by yourself. You're going to find a way. And he asked her to stay on the payroll about so he can you know, continue to have something to show his parole officer and all of this. And Charlie's like, I would never take you off the payroll. I would never do you like that. Like, I'm your sister. And Ralph Angel says, I wouldn't know it, blah, 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 the way y'all treat me. And I'm saying, like, now Ralph Angel, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, then I'm going to go to work and come back. But Ralph Angel, listen to me. Your sister, like 3 weeks ago, when the police came to the house, do you remember? Listen, use your ears, listen to me. When the police came to your house, Ralph Angel, and they asked you about the gunshots they heard the other day, remember how your sister said that was me with the gun? Do you remember? Okay, so your sister is known to take up for you, right? Your sister, she's been there. She's had your back. And she said after the police left that she would have your back. Your sister literally fetched and stepped, shucked and jived to keep you out of jail. And you don't know if she's going to have your back. I can't be bothered with Ralph Angel. He's stupid and he's fine as hell. But he reminds me of Benny on the haves and the have-nots. Just fine and ain't too much going on up here. And it's like, how you so spoiled that you don't remember your sister saving you from going to jail, probably for life? Because you're on parole. You're not on probation. You're on parole. That's seriouser. But whatever. I can't be bothered with all that. Let me go on in here to work, and I'll be right back in a little bit. All right. So, Aunt Vi tells Nova to stand by this man. We are sitting in Aunt Vi looks like her boudoir, you know, after all her, you know, fainting and carrying on. And Nova's rubbing her feet or something, and you know, she's just telling about how she don't see it for this man, and I also don't see it for this man, so, you know, I agree. But she's telling Aunt Vi, and Aunt Vi is like, why don't you just, like, see where this goes, you know? It's just, you never gonna find exactly what you're looking for. Just go on and stick by this one. I ain't agree, but that's just because I don't like this particular nigga. I don't really remember what was wrong with Reagan Gomez Preston's character. Like, I remember what was wrong with, you know, her white boyfriend, the officer. He had a whole family and all. But I don't remember why she and Reagan Gomez Preston broke up. But whatever. And she's saying, you know, you need to go on and do your thing because tomorrow ain't promised. And the look on her face, again, let me know that she knows she's sick. Oh, my hair, Lord, my hair. I just couldn't be bothered with Aunt Vi having whatever the sickness is. I really feel like it's cancer. I was telling my mama the other day. It just felt cancerous. It felt cancerous. I'm gonna rebuke it, but you just never know. Anyway, so Davis comes into Micah's boudoir. Micah's playing some loud music and things. You know, lady sings the blues. And Davis comes into Micah's room and says, don't you ever, in your natural, almost not nigga life, come at me the way you came at me. And I'm just sitting here like, was he wrong? I mean, he was disrespectful as, you know, a child to their parent, but was he incorrect? And then Davis talking about, it's been, you know, that was yesterday or 2 days ago. And I'm saying, like, so this young man read you for blood in front of company 2 days ago, and you just now getting around to reprimanding him? Because my mama would have snatched me. I wouldn't even been able to leave the restaurant. Because my mama would have snatched this puff back here and said, who do you think you are? And who do you think I is? And who do you think my company is? You need to apologize to me and my company for acting a fool. And then you need to apologize to yourself because you're finna get a whooping. That's what would have happened to me. But Davis let this young man storm off and be mad for a whole full day before he came and talked to him. And I'm like, this why the boy act the way he do. This why right here. Okay, why would you pull out in front of me if you weren't ready to drive? Anyway. And another thing that got on my nerves is, Michael, if you so pissed at your daddy, why are you still at his house? Why would you read your daddy, go smooth off on him in front of the company, storm off, and then go back to his house? Ma'am, you're in my lane, and I'm also in my lane. The hell? Niggas just cannot drive. Speeding and in my lane? The disrespect. Anyway. Let me get back over into this review. It just didn't make sense for me. If you have the option to go to your mama or your daddy's house, see, I've never had the option to go to my mama or my daddy's house because my mom and my daddy live on separate parts of the country, two completely different parts of the country. So if I'm mad at my mama, I might could go to my granny's house, but usually my granny's gonna read me for blood, and I ain't want to be there either. So I just had to go on to my room at my mama's house, or if you know, if I'm mad at my daddy, just go on to my room at my daddy's house. But if you have the option in the same state, you know, the same Tri-City area, it just didn't make sense to me for this nigga to go off on his dad and then go to his daddy's house. I just didn't, I didn't catch that. That didn't make sense to me. But whatever. So Davis is talking to her, Michael. I'm sorry, I had to put some juju on some niggas because they out here doing too much. And then Davis is giving, I don't know why you giving me all of this, why you're doing all of these, having all these problems. And then he goes back into what happened to you in jail. Now, I'm sitting here like, this boy already told you, y'all played the game of horse or whatever it was, and y'all said y'all was going to have complete and total honesty, and he told you honestly that didn't nothing happen to him in jail. So why is we asking again? But then, Michael started throwing and slamming stuff, and I told you, don't ask me that. I said, now, you said we was going to have total honesty, and then you come around with this truth, this new truth. So he sits down on the bed and he's crying and he's giving you, big forehead dramas and tease. And he says, we was minding our business. He arrested me, put me in the back of the car. I said, oh Lord Jesus, is this going to be Jeffrey and Justin on the haves and the have-nots? So he put me in the back of the car, and first he was nice. And then when I told him Davis West was my daddy, he ain't believed me. And then he said he didn't like uppity niggas or something like that. And then he said he was going, it sounded like he was going with a silver spoon in his mouth. I'm sitting here like, accurate, where's the lie? Then Michael says he said that he was going to take the silver spoon at the boy's mouth and put something else in it. I said, oh, Jesus. That's what I said. I put my hand right here upon my chest. And I said, oh, no, God. He didn't do what I think he did. I thought he made that boy for late. But the boy says he put, had him get down on his knees. I'm sitting here like, no, Jesus, what done went wrong? And my mama's sitting over there like, no, girl, we looking at each other. No. So you got the, oh, that is a character daughter. If I could show y'all what I just drove past, it was a mess. Hold on, let me order these fries and things. So I'm saying, oh no, no way, no way this officer did what I think he did. I'm not living with the knowledge that this officer did what I think he did. I wanna be free. I'm sorry, I get thrown off when I start singing Dream Girls, honey. It turns into a situation. But anyway, I didn't need to subject y'all to my vocals. I really did too much there. Started off playing, I was about to get serious. So I'm saying, no, girl, no. And then Michael says he put the gun in his mouth, and I said, oh, well, still bad, but not what I thought it was. And then he said he pulled the trigger, and I said, well, that's shocking. Very shocking. I'm very shocked. But it was not what I thought it was. And to God be the glory, for the things that he's done. I'm sorry I'm running out of daylight. I don't know why it's getting darker sooner. The last few, like every other day, it'd be light, then it'd be dark at this very same time. And I don't understand. But anyway, just bear with me. So that happened. And I'm like, that's terrible news. But thankfully, it's not what I thought. So we swoop. Swoop with me. Are you swooping? I need to hear y'all swoop with me over to Ralph Angel and Darla and Blue. The power's out, and he forgot to ask for an extension. Now, Ralph Angel, daughter, how is it that you had the nerve, the gall, the audacity, the balls, the tenaciousness to go off on your sisters and tell them I can run the farm and y'all don't think I can do it and blah blah and I'm the nigga and do and I'm she say I'm that nigga B, I already knew it. Is it Young Gotti? Yo Gotti, that young man. How is it that you giving your sisters all this fever and I'm the man and puffing out your chest and about rolling your neck and giving all of that when you need an extension on the power bill? How is it? Somebody let me know. How you giving all that fever and you can't keep the lights on at your house? The farm costs more than the light bill. I just want you to know, in case you didn't know, that maintaining the farm costs more than the light bill. Maintaining one tractor costs more than the light bill. I don't know if you knew that. But anyway. Nova at her house minding her business, then it's a knock on the door and it's Dubois. And he coming in bearing gifts, and by gifts I mean paperwork. And he's, like, my time in the darkness in the sunken place wasn't for nothing. It was not for naught. It was, I got information. I know how they think. And so he pulls out all this paperwork and act like he want to get to work on the paperwork, but then all of a sudden he picks up Nova and puts on the counter. And I've never understood the girls putting their booties on kitchen counters. I've just never understood. Now, when I was a child, I spoke as a child, I think as a child. What are you doing? What are you doing? Anyway, I'm trying to give y'all the Bible, and this drive over here doing too much. When I was a child, I spoke as a child, I think as a child, you know, all the child things. But when I became a man, I stopped putting my booty on the kitchen counter. I did. When I was little, I used to put my feet on the kitchen counter because that's how I got to sit on top of the refrigerator, which was my place. I always had a place on top of the refrigerator where I do my coloring, you know, my doodling and things, homework and all of that on top of the refrigerator. But once my head started hitting the ceiling while I was sitting on top of the refrigerator, I stopped putting my booty and feet and things on the counter. I just did. But anyway, he pick up, put her on the counter, and they get to making out. I just didn't see it. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like there's treachery afoot. But anyway, Remy pops in on Charley over at her office. Y'all know how I feel about Remy. And it's funny because every time I'm getting ready to go off on Remy, I'm on this very same stretch of land. But he pops in and he's, you know, I read your article. Why you ain't say nothing about the divorce? She already told you, Remington, that, I hope that's not his name, because I really think Remington is a nice name. She already told you that she wasn't going to talk about the divorce in this article. She was going to give him an exclusive. That's why last week I had to go off on you, because you was calling her thoughtful and calling her, you know, selfish, basically. She told you last week that she was going to do a whole separate article about the divorce. Why, nigga, do you feel the need to read this week's article and say, why you ain't saying nothing about your divorce? Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut it. Because she already told you. I heard her tell you, and I told you. Because I read you for blood for being all in this girl's business. And I read the article. Why you ain't say nothing about the divorce? She told you why. Can't be bothered with this. And Charley is giving, talk to me. Don't you want to be with me? Shut up. Shut up, Charley. Charlotte, shut your mouth. Remington, shut your mouth. Both of y'all, shut up and get out of my face. I can't be bothered. Because 2 weeks ago, you said you wanted to take things, you know, be just friends, and you were in therapy. We ain't seen you go back to therapy since. What's the woman, Dr. What's her face, that be on all the, that tried to get the Braxtons together and everything else, Dr. Sherry? We ain't seen you go to Dr. Sherry yet. And she just, I wanted to, I'm in therapy and I think we should be best, you know, just friends. Now this week, don't you like me? Because I like you too. Shut up. And then they start kissing. Girl, I'm driving with my eyes closed, just praying, asking God why. Why, God? Why this? Why me? Why do I have to suffer? Why do I have to suffer? Everything I don't want just it comes to pass. I'm sick of it. So they kissing and blah, blah, blah. Now we swoop over to Ralph, Angel, and Darla, and they on my nerves too. Hell. Ralph Angel and lit a bunch of candles. He talking about how he want to make things special and all this bull. I hate him. I don't hate him, but I'm sick of him and his childishness. Because she said she wanted to take things slow. Y'all never did. I couldn't be bothered. So he done lit all these candles and he crying, and I want you by my side forever, and blah, blah, blah. And then this man gets down on bended knee and proposes to her. This morning, not even last week, this morning, you was mad at this girl. Yesterday, she came by to get the boy, and you wouldn't let her in the house. I don't know if this is actually yesterday and this morning, but just very, very recently, this happened. And so you just within these last couple days of him acting a fool with you, when he proposes, you say yes. Darla, the assignment of the enemy is canceled. I rebuke this right now. Why? I can't. You know what? All these niggas are canceled. Dubois and Nova, it's canceled. Charlotte and Remy, canceled. I don't care that you got natural hair now, you're canceled. Violet, you're canceled right now because you won't tell the girls you've got cancer. Micah, canceled because you lied when we told you to go and tell the truth. You sat here and lied. It had me here thinking you was just being a wimp just for the sake of being a wimp. You're canceled. Hollywood, you canceled because you keep flipping back and forth of what you want Violet to do with these churn. Ernest, you canceled even though you're actually canceled because Why would you even give the whole farm to this boy and you know he ain't responsible? Cancel. Darla, I think I already canceled you, but I'm gonna cancel you again for getting rid of Kenya. Who else is canceled? Who I ain't canceled yet? Ralph Angel, you canceled for just being a child. You gonna propose to this girl, you can't even turn the lights on. Where you get the money for the ring? What convenience store did you rob to get the money for the ring? Ooh, I can't. Who else gonna be canceled? Prosper, you can make it this week. We gonna let you rock. But all the other farmers, canceled. I'm gonna let Roberta have it. She'll, we'll let her live this week. Roberta, Blue, and Prosper. I think that's it. I think that's all that's gonna rock this week. The rest of y'all niggas are canceled. Just don't make no doggone sense. I can't be bothered. Anyway, what else? That's it, I guess. He professed his love and then the show went off. She said yes. They hugging and kissing. I can't. I think that was the either the finale, the mid-season finale or something. Why is there traffic on this street? I'm sorry. But yeah, that was that. I'm waiting patiently. I believe I've got a week in between now and Greenleaf. And I'm waiting. I'm saying patiently, but it's not really patient. I'm waiting with bated breath. But like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all let me know down in the comments who y'all canceled. And I'll see y'all, I guess, Sunday for Claws, if I feel like it. Hell, I don't know. I'm not in the mood. Or Monday for Claws, because I know I probably ain't doing it Sunday. Anyway, bye, y'all.